Claudia Webbe.
Madam Deputy Speaker, according to Euromed Human Rights Monitor, Israel has killed, seriously injured and maimed well over 100,000 people in Gaza since the 7th of October, the vast majority of them civilians, and the vast majority of them women and children. More than 1,000 children have lost limbs, many of them having to undergo amputations without anaesthetic. Whole families and generations wiped out, and just this week, the United Nations Human Rights Office said it believes Israeli soldiers have engaged in arbitrary detention, extrajudicial killings and sexual violence, including the rape and execution of women and girls, and intentionally and publicly humiliated and degraded others, while Israel itself has posted videos of its humiliation of civilian men. Israel did not even pause for breath in its slaughter in Gaza when the International Court of Justice put it on trial for genocide and ordered it to protect Palestinian lives. Yet our government continues to enable and assist the Israeli military. The government must explain why the UK government has issued at least 27 arms licenses to Israel in the last 137 days. British-made bombs and weapons killing civilians in Gaza. The UN World Health Organization and others have now been warning for weeks that famine and disease in Gaza are starting to kill more civilians than bombs and bullets. The health system in Gaza has been bombed into collapse. Famine is now in Gaza. 80% of the world's hungriest people are in that tiny enclave. Israel is using starvation as a weapon of war. Palestinians are forced to eat grass just to survive. Palestinians in Gaza are forced to grind animal feed into flour just to survive. Cutting off funding for UNRWA, the United Nations aid organisation for Palestine, is a death sentence. Only a fraction of the bare minimum for survival is being allowed through in aid. Israel is bombing Rafah, where it drove almost the whole population for supposed safety, and says it plans a full invasion, one that will trigger a catastrophe that will dwarf the horrors we have seen so far. The UK government is under an obligation under international law to do everything in its power to stop genocide, yet it has not taken a meaningful step to do so, and will not even call for an immediate ceasefire to end the devastation. We must call for immediate ceasefire, and it's ludicrous that we are engaged in collective punishment. Collective punishment is a war crime. Forcible transfer and slaughter are war crimes. Therefore, we need a motion that the SNP has put today that ends these war crimes and calls for an immediate ceasefire. I support.